This is the 6-button wireless mouse. You can see that the left click button is there, right click button is there, the scroll button is here. In addition, there is something known as the DPI switch, dots per inch. DPI switch is there, and you have additional 2 buttons here on the side. This is forward button, this is reverse button. Forward button and reverse button are useful in browsers. Suppose you are using a browser, you want to go back or towards the forward next, then this will be useful, mostly useful, or rather I have used it mostly for the browser. The 6-button mouse. This is wireless. This works on a single AA battery, and it is supposed to have a battery life of 1 year. But I bought this mouse only recently, so I won't be able to tell you whether it actually worked for 1 year. That you will have to ask me after 1 year only. You can see the LED blinking because the computer is now in range. This is the 2.4 gigahertz wireless dongle which works along with this mouse. You can see that the blinking pattern has changed when the dongle has been removed from the computer. Earlier it was not blinking when it was not in range, but now I have removed it. It is continuing to blink, but the blinking pattern is different from what it used to be when this dongle was plugged into the computer. I will not be able to tell you how exactly the pattern is different and what is the reason. All those things are beyond my discussion. This is the standard 3-button wired mouse. You can see that it has a USB plug at one end. The long wire is there, and it has a USB plug at one end. This is type A USB plug. And the buttons are, you can see the buttons here. This is the left mouse button. This is the right mouse button. You can click either one. Left mouse, right mouse. Then there is this scroll button. You can scroll this scroll button. These are the 3 buttons available in a standard mouse. On the reverse side, you can see that there is a light source, and of course there will be a sensor also. There will be a red light, and the sensor will detect the reflections from the surface on which this is kept when it is moving. When you move the mouse, the pointer moves according to the reflections obtained from the light source on the surface on which this is kept. So it should not be a very shiny surface, then it will not work. And a matte finish surface will be better for an optical mouse. This is an optical mouse. Earlier we used to have a rolling ball in this region instead of the light source, and sometimes dust used to collect within that enclosure of the rolling ball, and sometimes we used to open it up and clean up the ball and the enclosure so that the mouse works better. Now with optical mouse, that is not there. The light is not lighting up in this case because this is not connected to the computer. I am just showing this mouse for comparison with a wireless 6-button mouse